let's just say you want to become a FIDE master in a year, and you do everything that is required to become a FIDE master. Small thing apart, you train basically calculation to never blunder again. You train the theoretical endings you need to know, king and pawn endgame, king and rook. There is a full list on the chess in case there's anything wrong. Once you became good at calculation and endgames, you started to specialize yourself and hyper specialize yourself in a very strict open repertoire with the white and with the black pieces. So you did everything which is needed to actually become a FIDE master. You will still not make it in a year. But in 2 years, why not? In 3 years, for sure. If you're doing things properly, of course. But now the question is, why would you throw you off just to make it in a year? I will give you an example. There was a month where I played 2 great tournaments, the Strasbourg Open in France and the Hungarian Amateur Chess Championship. And at some point, I had 2 great tournaments. I've beaten great players, I've made a lot of draws against very strong opponents, and technically, mathematically speaking, I could have jumped from 1900 FIDE, for those of you who know what I'm talking about, to 22 something, 2270, maybe 2280. Mathematically, everything was alright because I got the right amount of games. At the same time, I was young, so back when you're young, for those of you who do not play chess, you do win more rating points when you're a young player. And what happened is, I did a lot of draws, and eventually I reached almost 2100 FIDE, yeah? And what I did is that I played 1 more chess tournament in France, the Bischwiller Open, whatever. And back then I didn't know a certain rule. If you play too many games per month, you tend to win less rating points, because since you're youth, you have a coefficient. Basically, whatever you win is times 40. When you're an adult, it's times 20. But when you play too many games as a young player, basically the times 40 changes to 38, 36, 34, 32, 31, 28, and so forth and so forth. And what happened is, I actually played too many games, and therefore I also lost a certain amount of rating points that I used to win during the month, and therefore I ended the month with like 2050 something and not 2100, which was like, I remember it to this day. I played too many games trying to reach FIDE, the title, and I messed up. Okay, whatever. 2 years later, because I also lost a couple of rating points, during the story, I reached 2070 something, I guess, if I remember correctly. And not 2 years later, 2 months later. And I had the chance then to play a chess tournament in Aix-en-Provence. And I was young, I was ready, I could beat those players there. And at some point I met an IM at the first round, an international master. I was completely winning against this guy, Armen Petrosian, if you're there. I threw myself out somehow, and I lost the game, and I lost a lot of rating points for a good reason. Just before that, I also played a lot of tournaments. I was still tired, and I was still not there yet. I also had some other problems back then. So, some things outside of chess that basically couldn't make myself play properly. And the right thing to do was basically take a break, and that's it. But I did not, and therefore I lost a lot of rating points, and at the end of the day I wasn't even 2000 ELO anymore. So once again, you have the correct plan, but it will fail if you want to accelerate the results. Just find yourself the correct plan and stick to it. And that's it. Yeah, that's it.